Hello Scorpio, sorry. It is my intention to share with you today the reading that is gonna be the map of the energies for the next 15 days, from the 16th to the 31st. This with the intention of preparing you for whatever is coming next so that you're ready for it. So, this video is gonna have two things going on at the same time. It's gonna be a mix. Because I planned for you an astrological report that is specifically designed or targeted at your sign. So you'll be seeing things from your Scorpio perspective, and at the same time I'm giving you that kind of astrological information. I will be dealing your cards, so I will be talking about that. Let's go with your reading, Scorpio. Right, so first off, what I want to say is that this reading is not going to be the same as the reading in Spanish. It is not going to follow a structure, but rather it is going to be whatever falls is going to be the right thing for you to hear. So I'll be shuffling the deck, and whatever comes out will come out. Thank you for giving me a clear, direct, concise and precise answer so that Scorpio knows anything he can know, thus allowing him to make better choices in the future, because it is my honest intention to help you out. And if I have the chance to do so, then why not? Alright, so Scorpio. You have a conflict between your 6th house and your 12th house, which means that it is your everyday routine against what you would really like to experience in the end. 6th house, the house of the invisible, no, I'm sorry. 6th house, the house of everyday routine. 12th house, the house of the invisible, of the beyond, of what can be seen. You know, the 6th house is more planned than the 12th house. The 6th house is all about details. It's all about making a plan and do things in the correct and proper way. It is the house of Virgo, and Virgo is a very earthly, very perfectionist sign, so he will never leave anything to chance. Whereas the 12th house is the house of letting go. It's the house of forgetting about the details and worrying about, I mean, not worrying, but looking at the bigger picture. The emotions. The emotional landscape. Virgo is all about the earthly landscape, what we can see, what we can touch, what we can measure. But Pisces' house, 12th house, is the house of what are you feeling, the energies of the room. When Virgo enters into a room, he's gonna look at every detail of the room. The pictures, the furniture, the floor, the ceiling. If there's any kind of imperfection, he will be very pissed about that. But when Pisces enters into a room, he doesn't look at anything, he just feels the room out. So you have the 5 of Swords. Let's take a look at the astrology. So you have a conflict between the 6th house and the 12th house, which means that it's gonna be about what you are experiencing every day versus what you would like to feel. You may not know what you want to have, you may not know what you want your life to look like, but at least you are aware of how you would like to feel it. Now, Mercury is gonna be transiting in your 6th house, which means that you will be understanding the routine, you will be understanding the importance of having every detail in the right pattern, so to speak. So basically what you will understand is that sometimes you gotta focus on the details of things of your routine. Sometimes you gotta focus on the details of your routine. And you are not. Maybe you have not been paying attention to that. Maybe you've been wanting to have more things when it comes to healing, when it comes to sharing your emotions with someone else. But right now it's not time for that. It is time to worry about the details, because the details will keep you out of harm's way. Maybe you want to act in a maybe you are acting in a very emotional way. Maybe you're acting in a very intuitive way. You're following your emotions, which is a good thing, because you know, emotions are very important, but maybe you have been going too carelessly into that realm and you've been leaving some details out. And it would be a good thing for you to worry about those details, because those things will keep you out of conflict. Which may be what you want. What does this mean? Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands reversed. Something in your subconscious is making you think that you are not as powerful as you want. Maybe the things you're experiencing in everyday life is making you feel pessimistic. Maybe you've lost some things. Well, there you go, we have lots of cards. There you go, you have a story. Maybe you have lost many things in your present day. Maybe your routine is going against what you would like to feel. And that's really upsetting you because you are not able to understand why is it that your routine is not up to speed with the way you would like to experience life. And because your routine is so against your expectations, your subconscious mind, that's making you feel bad. And you've lost many good things. You've lost many good friends, many good people in your life, many good emotional ties. But again, you had to instead of focusing so much on your emotional needs, you had to focus on what you're doing every day. You have to focus on how you are approaching problems. How, if you are being honest, if you're being straightforward, if you're keeping attention to detail. Mercury is going to help you understand that. Queen of Pentacles reverse means that either you're losing abundance or your territory is going into chaos. You're no longer able to keep the harmony going. Knight of Wands reverse means there's a lot of arguments. There are a lot of arguments, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of conflict between you and your peers, and that's not really something you would like. Then again, you're trying to stand still. You're trying to be patient. Basically, you're waiting for the situation to fix itself out. I think that you've handled life like that, and it has worked. But let's see what happens. We have 3 more cards. So you're waiting for things to fix themselves out, and you are celebrating. You are sharing with the people you have. You're having a good time. You're not worrying so much about the problems you have in your work, in your house, in your home. You're not worrying so much about those things. So instead of focusing so much on fixing what's broken, you are focusing on you making yourself feel good and joyful, which is a good strategy. It will give you more energy to face your job, to develop yourself into the right person. I don't know. I mean, you have these 2 cards. You have Page of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Cups reverse. It means that while what you're doing is good, you're doing something for your own heart. Because you feel bad. So if you feel bad, you're not gonna be able to perform as well. Which means that because Scorpio is a sign that understands a lot the emotional processes. So I think that you understand that if you feel bad, there's nothing good will come out of it. Which is why you're taking the time to rejoice. But again, Mercury is going to help you understand that sometimes it's not only about being able to feel good. Sometimes it is about dedicating yourself to your work and developing it and learning from it. Because the 9 of Cups at the end means that you're going to lose that chance if you don't do this as well. So again, Scorpio, you have to balance out your emotions with your routine needs. You have to balance out the way you go about things, which is a good. You're doing a good job. You're trying to make yourself feel good. That's a good thing. But it's not everything. And Mercury is going to help you understand that. I really hope this reading is making sense to you. I feel that the topic is very subtle. I feel that the things I'm telling you are they do require a time of introspection to be seen. Again, we're dealing with the 12th house. It's a very invisible house. But the topic, these are going to be the last cards we will read. So, and after that, I'm going to draw you 3 cards so you can have one last final message. So look, it is understandable that you are trying to heal yourself. That's a very good thing. It is your 12th house. You're going about things in a very smart way. But you're going halfway. There's the other half. Whatever things you have to do in your everyday life, please pay attention to routine, to the details. Don't leave anything to chance. You may experience some disappointments if you do so, or some disagreements, some fights. Don't do that to yourself. Be meticulous, be methodical. Pay attention to every detail. Learn from the Virgos, and you will understand that as time goes by. This is the last story. So, Five of Pentacles means that you want to be out of the problems, you want to be out of the difficult situations in your life, you're trying your best. And you are aware of the problems. You have King of Swords means that you have mental clarity to the things you have to do to get out. You know exactly what's necessary. You know the steps. You are aware of them in the middle of the storm. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Maybe you'll have to give up some of the things that keep you happy or secure. Maybe some of the decisions you have to take will lead you in a way that will end up with you feeling alone, or with you losing your self-sufficiency. You are in a very difficult spot, Scorpio. Alright, I'm gonna draw you your last 3 cards. This is gonna be the most important message I'm gonna be leaving you with. So, if there's anything you have to pay attention, please pay attention to this. Now, before I tell you this, I have to tell you the second insight I got from your astrological report. You have your North Node in the 11th house, which means that right now the best thing you can do is to think about the well-being of the group and acting in a way that's very idealistic, like this should happen. This should be like this, so everyone is happy because this is the right thing to do and I will do it. That's the way you should act. With the North Node in your 11th house, you should be thinking about the well-being of the group. Now Mars has just got into your 7th house, which means that right now you have a lot of energy to dedicate to your partners, to your one-on-one relationships, to your friends, to be balanced, to be diplomatic. Mars is gonna be aspecting in a very positive way your North Node. And I want to leave you with this advice, this suggestion. Acting to help others is the best way of receiving. Acting to help others is the best way of receiving. Try to use that in your everyday life. See how it goes. And please leave a comment here. Tell me about your experience. Alright, last message. This is the last one. The first card was 2 cards actually, and these 2 cards are the Ace of Wands reversed and the 6 of Cups. Don't be so hasty. Don't try to fix things so quickly. Don't act so impulsively. Instead of trying to get things sorted out, instead of trying to fix things, try to spend more time with the people around you. Try to become closer to them. Try to understand them. Try to see what's happening with them. Forget yourself. Forget your... I'm not saying forget your responsibilities, because you have those planets in the 6th house, which means that your routine is very important and you will be understanding more about your routine as time goes by. But it does mean that's not everything. Sharing with people, creating a group, making the group become closer, that's also your priority, and you should do that with yourself as well. So please don't be so hasty. Try to enjoy life a little bit more. 7 of Pentacles reversed. This shows that maybe you may be wasting your efforts in things that are not worth it. So please do consider your hard work. Is it being recognized? Is it worth it? Is it making a change? If it doesn't, then stop working so hard. Or maybe don't work hard, work smart. That's the best answer to this card. Because if you're smart, you're not gonna be wasting your energies in something that's not gonna be fruitful. You are really feeling a lot of burden in your life. Feels as if you have so many responsibilities and you have no time to tackle all of them at once. How are you gonna go about this? How will you go about this? Well, you know, what I would suggest is do take care of your job, do take care of your project, but dedicate more time to spend time with your loved ones, with your group. Follow your intuition. You're a very intuitive being. What with the emotional fixed sign as your soul or your personality or your moon, you're a very intuitive being. So follow your inner voice. I'm sure you know what the right answer to all of it means. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that the right answer that you know means some self-sacrificing or sacrificing some things about yourself. Well, you know what? It is time. It is a good idea for you to do it. The stars are in the best position for you to receive if you give. So try to give. Even if it means that you're giving away a little bit of your self-sufficiency, use your mind, use your common sense. Don't become a martyr, but don't be selfish. Don't think about moving on yet. Don't think about what's next. Don't be so hasty. Stay where you are. Fix the places that you have to fix. Don't think about the end goal. Don't think about transcending things. You have to deal with the things that you have in your mind right now. You have to deal with things that you have in your reality right now. So please, Scorpio, go for it. Look at every detail. Try to understand your routine. Try to keep it up. But balance your routine, doing the things that you have to do, with doing it in a way that's beneficial to everyone, in every detail. Trust me, if you don't do something that you know would have been better for someone else, it's gonna come and bite you in the ass. So don't leave anything for randomness. Don't leave things for fortune. Do it yourself. Fix it yourself and take care of it yourself. It's gonna be better for you in the end. I honestly hope this reading resonates with you. I really do hope this brings you better answers and that this advice allows you to make better choices for yourself in the future. So if it did resonate, I'm very thankful for you taking the time to listen to me. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel, liking my video, because that's very meaningful. And in case you want any kind of more personal help, you can contact me through the contact information which is right in the description box below, in case you want to talk about anything in your mind. That's it. So I wish you the very best, Scorpio. I really wish you the clarity of mind to do the things that are necessary in your routine and for your group. Cheers. Bye.